With yet another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we were able to go through a lot of stuff in Seon City, and also find out that apparently there's a mist that's slowly but surely killing everyone. In this episode, we're going to be meeting up with this person named Rao, and seeing what else we can do here. Let's go ahead and go on inside. Here she is. Well, who would have thought there'd be a wolf in here of all places? The world is in turmoil. Have you come to listen to one of my sermons, Wolf? Then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rao. I'm the regent of Seon City, appointed by Queen Himiko herself. Holy cow! Priestess Rao. So what's troubling you then? Holy cow, this sister's stacked! Excuse me? Oh, you've got a cute little fairy with you. The name is Isun, and by the way, it only looks like I'm staring at your melons. Oh my god, Isun! Oh, I love how he talks about Rao, really. Melons? Oh, never mind. So, you're running things around here? Well, there's a funky mist covering the city. And there's a talk of a water dragon or something offshore. So what's up with the queen holding herself up in the palace? The people of her city are dropping like flies, you know. How can be so lazy at this time? So you've sensed the evil forces over Ryoshima too, then? I heard that dreaded Orochi was resurrected in Shinshu Field, though a great swordsman vanquished him again. The ripples of those waves of chaos are reaching Ryoshima too. The water dragon terrorizes the sea, and ill mist covers Seon. And in these last few days, the situation has intensified. I don't know what's happening to our peaceful Nippon. I agree, I really don't know what's going on. Well, I do, but we'll find out. Get an exorcism slip M, and Land of the Gods. Yeah, we'll check that out. Logbook, journal, tiny problem. Queen Himiko. Travel guide, Land of the Gods. It is said that a holy realm called the Celestial Plane is situated in the heavens above Nippon, where we mortals dwell. The legend is ancient and no one today knows of or speaks of it. However, I have been entrusted with the knowledge of this sacred place. One day I was visited by a man who wove for me a strange tale. He said unto me, "The Celestial Plains has met its end." He related the horrors of this destruction to me at great length. His talk was unbelievable, but his eyes showed no reason to doubt. I only wish I had the fortitude to recount his harrowing tale here. I'm afraid my brush cannot bear the heavy burden of that sad fate. It seems that the Celestial Plane was destroyed long, long ago. The god spirits, rendered homeless, still inhabit the earth. I try not to think such thoughts when I gaze up at the sky. Well, that's interesting. Apparently, apparently the so-called, Celestial Plains has been destroyed, apparently. She said something about waves of chaos growing stronger recently. A creepy shadow did scurry off when we defeated Orochi. Wonder if whatever it was took root here in Ryoshima Coast. What are you muttering about, Isun? Well, this will no doubt come as a shock, but the great slayer of Orochi is right before your eyes. Behold the great Amaterasu. What? This wolf? But I heard it was a swordsman called Susano. Huh? Oh, well, he may have dealt the final blow, but Ami here did most of the work, I tell ya. And if you don't believe me, I'm just gonna show you some divine powers right here, right now. What was that? Whoa. You like it? That was one of Amaterasu's divine powers. A mere taste of what the Celestial Brush can do. Celestial Brush? What a mysterious and fearsome power you wield, Amaterasu. You got that right, sister. There's nothing that Ami can't do. Maybe this wolf. Maybe this wolf could help me with my quest. Your quest? What more could you want? You're already stacked to the ceiling. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Now that I've lost my prayer slips, the situation is completely hopeless. Come on, tell us what you want. Doesn't matter, just forget about it. I have many favors I want to ask now that I've seen your powers. But without my prayer slips, there's nothing anyone can do. Huh. So apparently, now that she's bear witness to what we can do, she wants to help, but there's really nothing she can do right now. Let's head off to the Imperial Palace, where the mist is coming from. Well, yeah, in the aristocratic quarters. Let's see. Yeah, we can't go past. Oh well. Man, just look at that mist coming out of there. And let's see what all we can find here. I'm pretty sure there's a lot. Oh, treasure. Crystal. Yeah, yep, we got a Pokemon crystal. Ah, God. Get a exorcism slip S. Nice. Let's see what's in this building. What is this place? Here we get a steel soul sake. Can this work? Nope. I wonder what's wrong with the Emperor. His illness must be the cause of his strange behavior. Strange behavior? Oh, what a sweet little doggy. Maybe you could lend an ear to that poor husband of mine. He's been so troubled lately, he'd talk to anyone. I've not been feeling myself lately. That mist enveloping the city is incredibly thick. It really starts to get you down after a while. I don't suppose you're here to hear my woes. Pooch, served under the former Emperor of Seon City and been at his side for more years than I care to remember. But suddenly he took to his bed with a terrible illness. He's been like a completely different person ever since. He was always such a modest and benevolent ruler in the past, and now he surrounds himself with guards and turns the needy away. There's even a rumor he imprisoned a girl with no reason. That's the illness that's doing it, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Interesting. So apparently, there's a strange mist that has taken over all of Seon City, and the Emperor of the area has suddenly took ill and is now is just not himself. He even imprisoned someone for absolutely no reason. Huh. I cut down the tree for no reason. Alright, that is some weird thing. That is some weird shit. You saw that, right? There are trees out there when obviously here there are none. Meh, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep looking around here. Okay, no. Yeah, that's a curse zone, man. Obviously, there's nothing we can really do right now. That's just nasty. Next up, we're going over to the Imperial Palace. Hey, can you hear me? What? We're supposed to be on duty. Well, it's just, I wanted to ask you something. What's your opinion on His Highness? What do you mean? Surely you're not doubting the worth of our honorable emperor. True, he's had to take to his bed because of this strange illness. But I'm full of hope he'll soon make a speedy recovery. And I am too, of course. But there's something about his strange illness that bothers me. A swirling mist is a little out of the ordinary, don't you think? The moment the Emperor took ill, it started to come out of his room. Before we knew it, it had taken over the whole city. People are starting to suffer from it too. Well, don't you all think it's a bit of a coincidence? It's definitely odd, I'll grant you that. But it's no use trying to ask His Highness how he feels. He just sends everyone away. He won't even see a doctor. So I don't see there's anything we can do about it. But what about that girl locked up in that cell all alone? She shouldn't be locked up like that. She's done nothing wrong. You mean that girl called Kaguya, right? Orders are orders, so we had no choice but to lock her up. But I honestly can't see why His Highness wanted us to do it. The city's in a real mess ever since he took it like this. I wonder what's going on inside the palace. Huh? A white wolf? No. You pesky mongrel. Even the mosquito couldn't get past our super tight security. Yep. This is the reason why it's been so bad over here. Check out these slips of papers. Looks like each one of them has a spell or something. But I have no idea how to use them. Don't think they do us much good. And check this out. Hey, look at that, Ami. There's mist pouring out of that little hole. Too bad you're so big, otherwise we'd check out this hole. So it seems that the mist is coming out of the palace. And there's nothing that we can really do right now. So we'll go ahead and take these slips of paper. And go back over to Rao, maybe. Well, this is crazy. The aristocratic area is basically one huge curse zone. We're back inside and we're giving her back her prayer slips. What have you? My prayer slips. You found them in this huge city? Thank you. They're indispensable in my fight against the evil beings. I was sure one of them had stolen them from me. Thank goodness. Yes, your ability to sniff things out really is a divine power. Your name's Amaterasu, correct, Wolf? Well, Amaterasu, would you put your powers to use for us? You saying we're the answer to your prayers? I'm saying you're our only hope. As you have seen, Ryoshima Coast is in turmoil. All because of the evil rising from the darkness. Because of the forces of darkness. Forces of darkness? Yes, next to them, the monsters out there in the wild are nothing. They're starting to spread over Ryoshima Coast. And with the Queen Himiko confined to her palace, it all falls to me. Normally, I'd use my holy powers to dispel any threat to the city. But this foe is too strong for me. I have no choice to ask this favor. Lend me your powers. So that means we end up helping Kimiko after all? I don't know, sounds kind of fishy to me. There are some who think the queen is a coward to shut herself away. But she cares for her subjects. She's praying for our protection. But even she can't calm the water dragon, and exorcise the city. Not without the sacred treasure to enhance her holy powers. That's why I want you to help me find. Please, Amaterasu, let me ask you again. Will you listen to what I have to ask? Sure. Ah, what the heck? Let's hear what the stacked babe has to say. Stacked? Anyway, when you came to city, did you see it? Right over the coast, near the Ryoshima border, there lies a sunken treasure ship, a victim of the water dragon's rampage. That ship was a trading vessel, working from here and abroad. It was transporting a great treasure ordered by Queen Himiko, but the water dragon had attacked every ship in the water. It sunk the ship and its precious cargo right in front of the port. The fox rods that the queen had finally managed to locate, a matchless treasure with the power to defeat any foe, would be Seihan City's, no, Nippon's greatest asset. If we had the fox rods now, we could drive out the evil beings. Amaterasu, will you guide me to the treasure ship with me? And help me search for its cargo, the fox rods? You want us to do what? Yeah, search the treasure on a sunken ship. Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Well, boss, we can help this busty babe or what? Help her out search for treasure? Yes, we will. Bummer. Well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that on me? Thank you, Amaterasu. You're a true saver. Okay, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, we must wait until the new moon rises in the sky. In the shallows where the ship ran aground, called the Lunar Lagoon. The tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tide's out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. We'll meet at the ship on the night of the next new moon. Yep, right outside. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back to the Ryoshima coast. Boy, Ami, you seem really eager to help her. Well, I couldn't say no to those two either. But we can't let our guard down. I mean, who knows? That bussy babe might be Himiko's puppet. And if they're up to no good, then we should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. I love Isude, man. He's one of the few characters in this game that has a real good personality. And he's personally one of my favorite companions because of all that he does, really. Let's see. I love that that this place, what am I trying to say? I love that the celestial brush, which is her tail, spouts a bit of ink when you use it. Ow! This is just not looking good, man, honestly. Alright, next up we're gonna head back to Ryoshima Coast. So that way we can finally cure these people in the Seihan City. Alright. Well, she said that we had to go to a place called the Lunar Turret. We'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, as I said, there's a rabbit that you can get there. Next up, we'll go ahead and go up there, because it's that little pedestal that we saw before. You know, where we have to double jump with. All right, that's one huge rope there. Ooh, who cares? Yep. There's the treasure ship. Wow, what a nice view. Too bad it's spoiled by that sunken ship. Sorry looking thing, ain't it? Hey, look! What's that strange pattern on the bottom of the sea? Looks like a huge crescent moon or something. It's shaped too perfectly to be a coral reef. Well, what is it that Bussy Babe said? Something about the moon turret? I wonder if she meant this thing. Now, what was it she said? Alright, let's go ahead and use Crescent. And check it out, man. Now that the crescent moon is out, it's going to reflect onto the water. And this is pretty cool, dude. Matches up with the symbol on the sea. And yeah, the tide allows the water to move away from the ship. Amaterasu's Jesus. Moses. That's not something you see every day. Wonder if it's safe to walk out on that lagoon. Well, in this episode, we were able to meet Priestess Rao, a woman who wants to help Seion City. And in the next episode, we're going to be going with her to the sunken ship. This is Chaos Cross. Thanks for watching.